You've always got a target on your back when you're famous, and today we're breaking down the craziest situations where famous rappers got caught lacking. Tory Lanez got sentenced to 10 years for shooting Megan Thee Stallion, and he barely survived when a dude named Santino Casillo allegedly stabbed him 14 times. It's not clear what sparked the situation, but Tory got stabbed all over his face, head, and body, and he had to be rushed to the hospital because both of his lungs collapsed and he couldn't breathe on his own. Tory pulled through and started recovery fast, but it's crazy that he even survived what went down. Rumors are going around that Tory got stabbed because he was gambling in prison and didn't pay someone when he lost, but the story might be more complicated than that. According to some sources, Santino Casillo was paid by somebody on the outside to kill Tory. Santino Casillo was already serving a life sentence for a second-degree murder case from 2004, and this wasn't the first time he stabbed somebody in prison. Back in 2008, Santino Casillo got another 6 years added to his sentence for stabbing a different guy. And in 2018, he got 2 more years when the guards found a prison knife in his cell. It's not clear if he tried to collect the bag on Tory's head, but fans are worried that Tory isn't going to survive 10 years. Tory's dad is trying to get the governor of California to grant him a pardon, and now Tory's legal team is saying they've got new evidence that proves he didn't shoot Megan Thee Stallion. Tory's team got a statement from a bodyguard named Bradley James, who claims that Megan Thee Stallion's friend Kelsey Harris is the one who pulled the trigger. Kelsey Harris testified against Tory in the trial and said she saw him shooting Megan Thee Stallion, but now her own bodyguard is calling cap on her story. According to Bradley James, Kelsey Harris pulls a gun on Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory jumped in and smacked the gun out of her hand. Tory lost the trial, but a lot of fans think he got played. There's even a rumor going around that Jay-Z and Roc Nation paid Tory's lawyer to lose the trial. Tory had a lawyer named Sean Holly, but he fired her halfway through the trial, and in 2025, he dropped a new tape and rapped, "You did me dirty, working for my accuser and working for me. All the information I gave her is at ROC. Y'all have my lawyer in y'all pocket. She's circling T's. And that's why Megan always talked like jail was certain for me. It's cause y'all paid for them 10 years. Let's keep it honest." Roc Nation manages Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory thinks they were trying to get him locked up. The lawyer Sean Holly called cap on what Tory said though, and claimed that she never worked with Roc Nation. A lot of fans still think the trial was sketchy, and now they're hoping Tory will catch a break since he almost died behind bars. OTF Duty Lo is tied with Lil Durk and dropped 2 records on the OTF label. But after Durk and a bunch of their homies went down on murder for hire charges, Duty Lo got caught lacking in Atlanta. Nobody knows exactly how it went down, but the cops found Duty Lo bleeding from a leg shot, and somebody had snatched his chain too. Duty Lo is cool with King Von, and now Quando Rondo's brother is clowning Duty Lo for getting shot and robbed. Duty Lo wasn't really caught up in the beef that got King Von killed by Quando's homie Lil Tim, but Duty Lo is definitely still their op. Rumors said that Duty Lo got set up by a woman, and that's how he got caught lacking. But other sources claim that it was over some drugs. Back in 2023, Duty Lo said that Lil Durk paid over $100K for Duty Lo to go to rehab, and rumors say he fell off and got back on the drugs. Hopefully Duty Lo rests up and moves smarter though, because most of his crew are fighting murder charges right now and can't back him up if he gets caught lacking again. Lil Yee didn't give up his jewelry when he got caught lacking, and that's how he ended up catching 2 bullets to the chest. Lil Yee is a rapper from San Francisco, and the cops think he got set up when he went to LA to record in a studio in East Hollywood. Lil Yee was trying to get some music done and probably didn't think anything was going to happen inside the studio, but somebody came in while he was recording and told him to hand over his watch. Lil Yee didn't listen though, so the shooter hit him 2 times in the chest and still didn't get the watch. Lil Yee was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, but luckily he survived and it's looking like he'll make a full recovery. Hopefully he doesn't get caught lacking again, and if he does, Lil Yee should just hand over the ice. His brother Najee Harris plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers and can definitely afford to buy Lil Yee a new watch if some goons catch him lacking again. Sauce Walka signed a Memphis rapper named 6ix9ine and was kicking it with him in Memphis. But what Sauce Walka didn't know is that 6ix9ine allegedly had a bag on his head, and Sauce Walka almost got killed over the situation. According to rumors, 6ix9ine robbed some goons in Memphis and they put a price on his head. And in March 2025, some shooters pulled up on Sauce Walka and 6ix9ine in broad daylight. Sauce Walka got hit in the leg and survived, but 6ix9ine was left dead on the scene. After it went down, Sauce Walka said that 6ix9ine wanted to step outside their hotel so he could smoke a blunt. Sauce wanted to wait until the security and the rest of the team pulled up to the spot, but 6ix9ine didn't listen and both of them walked outside. That's how the shooters caught him lacking. But that wasn't the end of the story. A few weeks after Sauce Walka and 6ix9ine got hit up, one of the alleged shooters was killed in Houston. Sauce Walka's from Houston and allegedly had shooters out there. And after the news broke that the shooter got killed, Sauce Walka clowned him on IG, but there's no evidence he actually put a hit out. OMB Peasy's been dropping new music and trying to level up his career, but it all almost ended when the ops caught him lacking in North Carolina. OMB Peasy had a show in Raleigh, North Carolina, and everything was cool at first. But when Peasy and his team got in their van to leave the spot, somebody started shooting and let off over 20 shots at Peasy's whip. The shooters were spraying all over the place and hit 5 cars. Peasy's driver tried to floor it and get everyone out of the situation while the shots are going off, but the driver hit a bunch of cars and ran into a ditch. If the shooters walked the van down, Peasy definitely wouldn't have made out alive, but luckily the shooters took off and nobody actually got hit. That wasn't the first time somebody tried to take OMB Peasy out though. Back in 2019, Peasy opened up for Boosie Badass and the after party got crazy. Peasy and his crew decided to bounce from the party when they saw a dude getting stomped out, but when Peasy walked outside, someone started shooting and he got hit in the foot. Then in 2021, Peasy got booked for allegedly shooting at Roddy Ricch and 4-2 Dugg. Roddy Ricch and 4-2 Dugg were shooting a music video when shots started going off and 3 people got hit. OMB Peasy got booked for the situation and rumors were flying that he had serious beef with Roddy Ricch and 4-2 Dugg, but Peasy said he didn't have any smoke with them and eventually the charges got dropped. Peasy isn't the only one who got shot at one of Boosie's after parties though, and in 2025, 3 people almost died when Boosie threw a party in Ohio. Boosie was on tour in Akron and had a party after a show at a club. The club had security at the front door, but a shooter allegedly snuck in through the side and almost killed Boosie. Boosie ducked and ran for cover when the shots started flying though, and 3 other people got hit. The cops don't think Boosie was a target this time, but in 2020, he got hit up in Dallas and almost lost his leg. Boosie didn't let the leg shot slow him down though, and a couple of weeks later, he was throwing parties while he was rolling around in a wheelchair. Boosie's shows and parties are wild, and in August 2024, 2 dudes got shot to death at a show in Iowa that Boosie performed at, and in 2006, 5 people got hit up at another one of his concerts. Yak Gotti got booked in 2022 in the Young Thug RICO case and had all kinds of drama while he was locked up. Yak Gotti was facing some crazy charges in the RICO trial, and in 2024, he picked up even more charges while he was in jail. In June 2024, Yak Gotti and his homies went to another dude's cell and attacked him with an electrical cord. Yak Gotti caught an assault charge over the situation, and then a few months later, somebody caught him lacking and tried to take him out. The RICO case was about to be over, but Yak Gotti had to take a break from the trial because he got stabbed in jail and had to go to the hospital. The Fulton County Jail in Atlanta is a wild place, and in 2023, there were over 300 stabbings. Yak Gotti made out alive though, and he finally came home in April 2025. Yak Gotti took a plea deal, but he still had to sit in jail for a few months while all the paperwork got sorted out. Fans were worried that Yak Gotti was going to get stabbed again, but luckily, that's not how it went down and he's finally free. Yak Gotti isn't the only dude in the Young Thug RICO trial who got stabbed though. In 2023, Young Thug's homie Shannon Stillwell, aka SB, got stabbed multiple times by a dude named Willie Brown. SB got put in the hospital and the RICO trial was held up while they waited for him to recover. YSL took some hits while they were all locked up, but they were putting pressure on the ops at the same time. Young Thug was beefing with another Atlanta rapper named YFN Lucci, and some YSL dudes tried to take Lucci out while he was fighting his own case. YSL Set Trip chased Lucci down and tried to kill him, but Lucci was able to fight him off. When the news broke that Lucci got stabbed, reports were saying that they jumped him in his cell, but the real situation looked way more suspicious. Lucci and Set Trip were the only dudes outside of their cells on the block, and a lot of people think the guards helped YSL set Lucci up. Lucci knew that there was a bag on his head and tried to get out of Fulton County Jail, but YSL caught him before he could. Luckily, Lucci didn't get killed though, and in 2025, he was released from prison after he served 4 years on gang charges. Tay K had one of the craziest stories in the rap game, and the drama didn't stop after he got booked for murder. Tay K got 55 years in 2019 for one murder, but he was still facing another trial for killing a dude named Mark Saldivar. And when Tay K showed up in court before the trial started, he went viral for having a crazy scar on his neck. The photos blew up all over social media, and everyone was talking about how Tay K got stabbed in the neck, but nobody knows what really went down. The judge asked him about it and told Tay K he could talk to a deputy about how he got cut.
What happened to your neck?
Oh, incident.
Do you guys need that address?
Like an issue, yeah.
Do y'all need that address with the deputy or anything?
No, ma'am. It's years old.
All right.
But Tay K didn't snitch and said he had the scar for years. There was also a rumor going around that Tay K had more time added to his sentence because he stabbed a guard in jail. Tay K said the story was made up though and claimed that the media was trying to make him look bad. Tay K was trying to appeal the first murder charge at the same time, and he thought the media was trying to keep him locked up. Tay K's appeal didn't work, and it wouldn't even matter if it did, because in 2025, he got convicted for the Mark Saldivar murder and went down for another 80 years. NBA YoungBoy survived some deadly situations in the streets, but one time he almost got caught by one of his baby mamas. YoungBoy had a kid with Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya, but the relationship didn't work out, and Yaya got so heated that she ended up stabbing YoungBoy's other baby mama, LaPatra Jacobs. YoungBoy and LaPatra Jacobs were at a house in Texas when Yaya Mayweather showed up and sparked some drama. Yaya and LaPatra started arguing, then Yaya grabbed a couple of knives from the kitchen and stabbed LaPatra. YoungBoy told the cops that he tried kicking Yaya out of the crib and blamed the security for letting the fight break out.
She did say she was in the car.
Right. You my security. You my security.
Hold on. You also said that she got out.
When she got out, I done woke up by then. When I walk outside, she on my front porch.
Yaya broke down what the cops were talking to her about the situation, and she claimed that LaPatra hit her first, and that's why she grabbed the knives. The cops put Youngboy in cuffs too. He said he wasn't gonna make a statement, but he also said LaPatra didn't do anything wrong. Yaya was acting crazy, and Youngboy's lucky he didn't get stabbed too. But even after all the drama, Youngboy kept rocking with her, and Yaya even showed up in the music video he dropped in 2025. Blueface has been crashing out his whole career, but he still got caught lacking one time at a boxing gym. Blueface was training for a fight he had coming up, and some random dude walked in off the street and said he was gonna kill Blueface. Blueface's trainer got in between them and tried to break it up, but then Blueface started swinging on the dude. Blueface landed a couple of punches, but the other dude pulled out a knife and stabbed Blueface in the leg. Luckily, the cut wasn't that bad, but Blueface's fight got called off because he didn't heal up in time for the match. Blueface ended up catching a 4-year sentence in 2024 for violating his probation, and rumors have been going around that he's getting extorted in prison. In February 2025, some jail photos came out where Blueface had some crazy tattoos all over his face, and his fans were worried that somebody on the inside was making Blueface get them. Blueface's manager, Wack 100, said that Blueface wanted the tattoos though, and that nobody's extorting him. 6ix9ine is one of the most hated rappers of all time, and that's why nobody was surprised when he got caught lacking at LA Fitness. 3 dudes jumped 6ix9ine and stomped him out on video, and the cops said that all of them were the Latin Kings. 6ix9ine was busted up after they jumped him and had to get his jaw, ribs, and back worked on. And in 2025, 6ix9ine sued the gym for over $1 million because they didn't protect him or call the cops when he got attacked. 6ix9ine probably isn't gonna get any money from LA Fitness, and even if he does win the lawsuit, he'll still be broke. Cause in 2021, a judge ordered him to pay $10 million to a dancer that 6ix9ine hit in the head with a bottle.